Unforgettable lessons from Mia's first day. The sun peeked through the curtains, bathing the room in soft gold. Mia sat on the edge of her bed, fingers gripping the straps of her backpack as tightly as her nerves gripped her heart. Today was the day. Her first day at a new school, a new building, new teachers, and, most terrifying of all, new people. As she walked downstairs, her mom smiled gently and placed a warm hand on her shoulder. "Just be yourself, sweetheart, and remember," she added, brushing Mia's hair back, "kindness begins with a smile." Mia nodded, barely managing a nervous grin before stepping outside into the brisk morning air. The school building stood tall and unfamiliar. Kids were scattered everywhere, laughing, shouting, racing to their lockers. She felt like she had stepped into a movie where everyone knew their roles. Except her. Lesson 1. Courage starts with hello. Her first class was English, and as she stood in front of the classroom door, her legs felt like jelly. Her heart pounded. What if they all stared at her? What if no one talked to her? But then her mom's words echoed in her head. Kindness begins with a smile. Mia took a deep breath, opened the door, and stepped inside. The room hushed for a moment. 30 pairs of eyes turned to her. She froze. Then, in the smallest voice, she whispered, "Hi." A girl in the second row smiled back and waved. The teacher gestured her toward an empty seat beside her. That one word, "Hi," had opened a tiny door, and through it, the first connection peeked in. Lesson 2. Mistakes Are Okay art class came next. Mia loved painting, but her hands trembled slightly as she opened her paint set. She was still nervous, still unsure. She reached for her brush, knocked over her water cup, and in a splash of horror, the paint splattered across her paper and her neighbor's. "Oh no, I'm so sorry," Mia gasped, grabbing tissues in panic. The girl looked down at her own colorful splattered page, then grinned. "Don't worry," she said. "Looks like modern art to me." Mia blinked, then giggled. The tension eased. Her cheeks stayed red, but her heart felt a little lighter. She learned something important. Mistakes don't have to end friendships, they can sometimes begin them. Lesson 3. Be yourself, even if you're different. Lunchtime arrived, and Mia sat alone at the edge of the cafeteria, slowly unpacking the lunch her mom had lovingly prepared. Warm dumplings, rice, and vegetables packed in a neat little tiffin. She looked around. Everyone else had peanut butter sandwiches, chips, or Lunchables. No one's food looked or smelled like hers. Mia suddenly wished she had just brought something normal, but before she could hide her box, a curious voice said, "Whoa, that smells amazing. What is it?" A boy from a nearby table was pointing. A few more heads turned. Dumplings," she said shyly. "My mom made them. Can I try one?" She hesitated, then nodded. He took a bite and grinned.